Today I'm going to demo Dropbox deployment support in Azure Web Sites. So let's start by creating a site. I'm using this custom create option. And here I'm going to click publish from source control. And the next page in the wizard lets me pick where I want to deploy from, and I'm going to choose Dropbox. So now I get an OAuth workflow that basically confirms that I want to authorize Azure to view files in my Dropbox account. And I will allow it. And now the next page shows me what folder, the list of folders that I have in Dropbox, but specifically it's looking at folders that are under Dropbox Apps Azure, and that is the only place within your Dropbox that Azure is able to access. So in this case, I happen to have a couple folders already, and I can just pick one of them to deploy, or I could just create a new folder. But I'll go ahead and pick this bakery sample that I have here. And now the site is creating. Now I can click View Deployment. And at this point, the files from my Dropbox folder are being deployed into my Azure Web Site. And now it's done. I can click Browse, and I'm viewing my site. So the next step is, let's look what happens if I want to make a change to one of the files. So I can go into that folder, and let's open this default.cshtml. And as you can see, this is not a static website. In this case, it's ASP.NET, but you could do Node or PHP or anything that is supported by Azure Web Site. And I'll just add some little message from Dropbox. So I save the file, which will cause it to sync to Dropbox. And now I can go back to the Azure portal and click this sync button here, which is going to cause Azure to again talk to Dropbox, get the changes from last time. So it's synchronizing one change and making it go live. And now if I go back to the site, I see my new message. So now, let's say I made a mistake. I can actually go back to my previous deployment and click redeploy. So this is the same feature that we've supported with Git before, but now applied to a Dropbox site. If I go back here and refresh, I'm back to the original. So as you can see, deploying from a Dropbox folder is very, very simple. All it takes is to put some files there and click sync in Azure.